I'll never forget the sound of the ribbon scraping against the hood of that Mercedes. Bright, loud, mocking. My sister squealed, my mother clapped, and I just stood there, holding a plastic pine-scented air freshener like it was a punishment. "Be modest," Mom said, laughing at me in front of everyone. "Everyone gets what they deserve." That line, "what they deserve," echoed long after the lights dimmed and the guests left. It felt less like a lesson and more like a verdict. I didn't react. I never do, not immediately. But my silence that night, it wasn't shock, it was calculation. Back then, before the favoritism became a weapon, there was a time Mom pretended to love us equally. When I was younger, she'd call me her calm one, her little problem solver. But as we grew older, my sister became the favorite, the golden one, the one who could do no wrong, no matter how much she wrecked, lied, borrowed, broke. I used to think it was my fault, that maybe if I worked harder, made fewer mistakes, studied more, stayed quiet, stayed useful, I'd be enough. Funny how betrayal doesn't always come from lovers. Sometimes it's born and raised in your own kitchen. The shift, when I realized I was just an option. It started when Dad passed. His savings, what he wanted shared, slowly vanished. Mom shrugged it off as expenses. Then she bought my sister a designer bag. Then another. Then braces. A trip. New phone. Me, I got responsibility. And silence when I asked questions. But the moment that broke me was last year, when Mom quietly changed the property documents, giving the house to my sister because she's the daughter who'll give me grandkids. Like I was a guest in my own family. That night, lying awake in the dark, I realized something ugly but freeing. I wasn't the overlooked child. I was the disposable one. And disposable people don't cry. They plan. The plan. Simple, clean, elegant. Everything Mom flaunted depended on me. I paid half the bills. I handled paperwork. I fixed things. I ran errands. I kept the house functional. They never appreciated it, but they always relied on it. So I decided to give them exactly what Mom said, what they deserve. I spent months documenting every bank transfer, every missing rupee, every expense she charged to Dad's remaining funds, every message where she admitted spending inheritance money without telling me, all packaged neatly, legally, quietly. I wasn't going to confront her. People like her don't listen, they only feel. So Christmas became the stage. Execution, the present, I left at 2 a.m. The house was silent. The Mercedes sat in the driveway, bow still glowing under the porch light. I placed a thick, sealed envelope on the dining table, right where Mom ate her special holiday cake. Inside were copies of the inheritance misuse reports, bank statements, legal notices prepared in advance, a letter informing her that I was withdrawing my share of Dad's remaining assets and filing for a full investigation. And one more thing, a copy of the property transfer documents I had already contested and flagged for fraud. Everything she thought she hid. Everything she thought I was too quiet to notice. Everything she thought she got away with. All tied with a red ribbon. Then I packed my bag, grabbed my air freshener, the perfect symbol of their contempt, and walked out. Not with anger, but with a calmness I hadn't felt in years. The scream, Christmas morning. At 7:12 a.m., my phone exploded with calls. Mom's voice tore through the voicemail, raw and panicked. "What did you do? Why is the bank account frozen? Why are they contacting me about fraud? Come home right now!" My sister cried in the background. Her Mercedes had been repossessed because it was bought using inheritance funds that were now under legal review. Their perfect Christmas collapsed in a single morning. Mom screamed like someone had died. In a way, something had. Her power. Confrontation. The final words. She demanded I come back, so I did, not to reconcile, to witness. She stood in the living room, holding the envelope like it was a live grenade. "You ruined us," she spat. "No," I said quietly. "I just stopped letting you ruin me." Her face twisted. "You think you'll get away with this? I already have." No yelling, no chaos. Just her realizing, slowly, painfully, that the child she underestimated had outplayed her. Resolution. Freedom tastes like winter air. I walked out of that house for the last time. No guilt, no hesitation, just relief. For the first time in years, I felt equal. To myself, to my own worth. Mom once said, "Everyone gets what they deserve." She was right, just not in the way she expected. And me? I finally gave myself something I deserved. Peace, and a life where I'm no longer the disposable child. The air freshener still hangs,